Back and bam. That'll probably be the start of the new part for YouTube or something. Nothing outside of roulettes. You got 38 tomes? Damn, you're luckier than I am. I've been doing roulettes on Poe to try and get some of the extra mounts and shit, and I've gotten like 8. I haven't been playing that much though. See, I'm probably gonna end up grinding tomes / Crystal Tower simultaneously on him this weekend at some point. I need 5 more runs to finish a relic weapon step, so that'll also get me Moogle tomes, so I might as well do that at the same time, right? As for this game, let's go fight the Squid Girl. I guess depending on whether or not you do MSQ roulette is a big thing on how many tomes you get. I'll say, because MSQ roulette gives you either 7 or 10 depending on which thing you get, and I never touch that place.
You know, first time, so
when you have all the jobs, when you're either Omni 80 or have all the jobs you're going to level at level 80, you're not going to go in that place. I thought Prey was 10, the other one was 7.
Wait, is this? Oh.
I seem to remember that's typically how it's been.
Oh, come on.
This ship is in.
You sure?
You really
Well, I could be wrong. Feel free to tell me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I thought it was.
Sounds good. Take care of
That Prey was 10, Castrum was 7.
This place is pretty gloomy. I'm having a hard time imagining any townsfolk hanging around here.
Well, as we've no other
Because for time investment, it's not terrible.
Look there.
If it's all you're doing. For like an hour of playing for like 10 of them, guaranteed. If you're doing it through MSQ roulette, that's not bad.
Wait,
I did. Perhaps she.
It. Yes. Nodders. Right, hang on, I got this. I can shit post handily.
There's no one here.
Yeah, I got this. There we go. Nailed it. It. Nodders. I love that emote. It's so dumb, but I love it.
what is with this ship anyway?
There may be clues somewhere that tell of how it ran aground.
Same for Nopers. Nopers is just great in general. For lots of I see them spammed a lot in Baru's chat because, well, that chat is spam. If you've never watched Baru's stream, his chat is spam. Funny spam, but spam nonetheless.
Oh, what was that sound?
Sounds like a...
There's lots of no elp. No, nopers. No elp, nopers.
This bit...
Sure, wait. The miss...
I'm a shitpost connoisseur, I'll have you know. Just words to me, Nodders. Perfect.
That one.
Stand around and do nothing.
That one. A hidden room. How delightful.
Yeah, but see, because I have like the chat overlay on the screen, you can see what it looks like to everyone else, because BTTV is enabled on that.
Made out.
How could they...
I do.
Yeah, between watching fucking...
The exit looks walled off.
And in blood, no doubt they could. We may be able to.
Oh, that's the first time I've actually seen that side of the door in all the playthroughs. Apparently it's let me out, written in blood. That's dark. I usually just did this ahead of time because I saw it. Yeah, between watching Seagull and Baru and a few other larger streamers, I've slowly become a shitpost connoisseur
There don't
over
seem
my
to be any
many
shit
years
to
on the
all this.
platform.
Fortunate for us. Now let no more time be wasted in our search for the townsfolk.
Oh, did I not go in the,
The white.
Wait,
We've done enough searching here. Onward.
Oh my god, you can just make it creepier. You see this? You can go backwards and explore to make it all be creepier in hindsight. Because all you hear is her trying to, like, sing through the thing.
whatever that
That's
sound
dark.
makes me
Hold a moment. Yes.
onward and
This little lantern has brought us quite far, hasn't it?
yeah. And the light it gives off makes me feel, I don't know, looks like some. It says the ship seems. Do you?
Okay.
Extra.
Thinking.
Tell once we.
Yep, that's their food orders. There's some herbs.
We must press on.
Oh,
Perhaps.
another.
Just have.
Let's.
Apples. Apples, Nodders.
Speak to me, lad.
I can't.
Nice.
The lantern.
Is that
Why is that?
about? Oh dear, they are all.
Why? God,
Pull yourself. Remember the.
I won't let.
All the dead people. So much sadness.
Why did things turn out like this?
You can understand her better this time for sure, huh?
Did he leave because of his body? I just want to be able to talk with him. I don't want him to be afraid of me. I don't want him to hate. I want to meet in a human form. I want to look at the sun with my own eyes. I want to. So, if
So much sadness.
more people,
Lost one more haunted sector and then a bunch of candy. Yeah, that event was. I tweeted about it, but the event was kind of not great as a whole.
Hey.
Did we?
Like, I just don't get why
A little, yeah.
Good.
Jeez.
Tell me.
continuous feeling of why are you making me do all this old shit? You know? Just that constant feeling. Every time a new Destiny event comes out.
Oh man, that smell is getting ripe. How you feeling there, sunshine?
Not great. Can't you tell?
Alright, let's save it up.
This the cult.
Go inside.
It's that girl we saw when we first entered the ship.
Gasp.
Hold, lad. This is a lone child sitting inside a hulking ship littered with corpses.
There.
Right, Lucina?
Oh man, this shade is
Like,
not. You can
if they're
feel
making
the
us
power
do the
in
new
the
event
air.
thing, right?
She ain't even trying.
If they made a new event for people to farm out to get these pages, why not just make them drop from the new
This
event?
girl be the presence you sensed, Kaine?
Why not just flat out making it so that you can just do the new event and it gives you the pages? Why do you have to get a different drop to then go and get a new drop?
Wait, you're the postman. What are you doing here?
Jumped on that, left AFK Forge farming for a while. Right? I still don't
This
get
girl,
that.
I've been keeping an eye on her. Hey,
Like, I get it. It's not, like, super easy to fix stuff like that, but they left that for a long-ass time when people were constantly AFK Forge farming
Sorry.
for, like, everything they could possibly need.
Stay the hell away from her. She isn't.
Oh no, she's an evil monster! Ah! Lots of decisions that I
We'll figure.
about events in general always kind of boggle my mind with Destiny.
The ship is very much aware. James! They're in the way! Looks like we can get out through that hole up there.
Mouse ended up in the middle of the screen. I've been able to interrupt her yet. Not the first time she does the attack that I'm supposed to, quote unquote, interrupt. I haven't been able to yet. I'll see if I can do it this time. Say the first time she casts it and gets everyone like all knocked out on the ground, I have yet to be able to interrupt it. So the very first time, you just clearly don't have the damage for it. The second time I got really close, I got like 3/4 of it down with like a full charged shot. And then like pelting her with what little magic I had left. I'll see if I can like fully do it this time. I'll pop like a magic boosting damage thing as well as fully charged Dark Lance.
Why isn't this shade being hurt by the sun?
That is not precisely the case. It most certainly is being burned by the sunlight. However, its regenerative abilities far outpace whatever damage the light is able to inflict. It's light. Something is coming. Get out of the way at once.
Oh,
We're back at the
listen,
pretty
it's
smile. Yep, we're at this part of the game again.
It's a person. Yeah.
I wonder if, like I said, I'm mostly curious as to whether or not we'll get something different this time. Something I will say I've noticed is, we can understand them so much better this time, the
I don't know where
shades.
the singing lessons came from, but I do know it's sure as hell trying to eat us.
Aim for the tentacles with faces on them.
Don't stop now. Focus on the next one.
So we can really understand her this time. Last time you could barely understand and basically had to read subtitles.
You're doing it for him? How sad. How precious.
So stuff still did kind of change this playthrough, just not a ton.
Now is our chance. Attack with all that you have.
Punched its head clean off, damn. What are you what-facing? It's the third time we fought this girl. This is the third playthrough.
Oh, hell. That thing's huge.
Look, isn't she so pretty? Look at all those tentacles. And, like, the yellow. Frontline's match is really close, so it's taking really long. Hate to see it.
Think it could recover from such a grievous wound.
Ordinary attacks aren't gonna do shit against this thing.
We'll just have to up our own attacks to match.
You get its weakness by now, yeah, Sunshine? Well then, get to carving this bastard up before we're all dead!
No, damn it, I know. The core of this thing is in the mouth. We need to get up there.
Are you serious?
But how are we supposed to do that?
Instead of wasting time running your mouths, how about you keep attacking the damn thing until it falls over?
Hey, the guy from before's collapsed on the beach. That shade's got some kind of hard-on for it. We should take him hostage.
Shut your yap. I'm not in the business of using my blades on people.
I think it's working.
Here. I've never been able to stun her here.
It's concentrating tremendous magical
Never been able to
energy
stun
into
her
its
here.
head.
Let's see if we can do it.
Attacking it may cause the power gathered there to discharge.
I did it this time. That's new. I've never been able to do that before. I've never stopped her there. This is all new from here. We gonna climb her?
Now's your chance. Run,
What?
man. Attack the part of her that looks like a girl.
Okay. This is really cool.
Do not tumble into the sea.
This is really cool. I wasn't expecting this.
The shade's core is inside its mouth. Hurry!
I'm running. Shut up. Alright, well, way to make me feel like the bad guy. So you feel like you're the only one doing work? I mean, did you say any activity in Destiny 2? Oh, but this is entirely new right now. Man, this is cool. That was really loud. See, the fight's never gone like this before. Every other time we haven't been able to stun her there. Yeah, no, we skipped the hostage part entirely. I wonder if she's gonna get a happier ending here because the guy's gonna care about her instead. Nope, no happier ending. Why would I expect a happier ending in a Yokotaro game? I suppose it's slightly happier because her last moments weren't of the guy she cared about so much attacking her. So, I suppose it's slightly happier now, right? Last moments didn't have the one that you just wanted to make happy so much, attacking her.
Thanks. You really saved our bacon.
You've all done so much for me. Offering a little refuge.
Suppose that falls into the bit. It's one of those things that's only happier because you know of how much worse it can be, and I really don't think that makes it happier.
I don't have the words to express how sorry I am. We all knew townspeople were out there being eaten by a shade. I never imagined I was taking care of it this entire time.
The fault lies with that foul creature alone, Postman. Not yourself.
I hope I can believe that someday.
All right, well, we'd better get going. There's someone else we need to break this news to.
Fair enough.
Yay!
Find my husband.
Yeah. The thing is...
Did we lie to her this time?
Wait, why are you hesitating? Is he alright? Please tell me he's alright. Come on, say something already.
Do we lie to her this time? We haven't lied to her yet. Aegis raids are real nice bad luck protection from bad pinnacle drops. Oh, wait. Does it help to lie? I don't know. We've never done it. Every other time we've told her the truth. She'll probably find out eventually the guy's never coming home, right? Telesto broke again. Oh my god. That's so Destiny, it hurts. I don't know, like, we've never lied to her here. I almost want to see the alternate dialogue, but simultaneously, she's gonna find out the truth eventually.
Your husband...
We're telling her the truth. I can't.
We tracked him down, but it was already too late.
No, big idiot thinking about me. Oh god.
It's just that's so not surprising at all, Lucina.
It saddens this old tome. Do not let it burden you so.
Ooh, more sadness. Yay, let's leave now. I will say that while that version of the boss fight is much cooler and more cinematic, the first version feels so much more Yokotaro. If that makes sense. The version where Kaine takes the guy hostage and he ends up attacking her. I wonder if she'll read it this time instead of tearing it up.
The hell's this, Sunshine?
A letter. That thing wrote it for the postman.
Ha! Man, that is some grade A chicken scratch.
She probably copied the letters as best she could.
So, what's it say?
Oh. I was right. Kinda didn't tear it up this time.
It's like I was stuck in some kind of dream.
Hey, letter guy.
Interesting.
You're that... I mean, how can I help you?
Got a letter for you.
Wait, you have a letter for me?
Yes, that does happen sometimes, Mr. Postman.
Yeah, it's from that thing on the ship.
Louise? Let me see. Oh, it says, thank you. Wow, look at this. After all that time I spent trying to teach her to write, she actually managed to string together a few ugly little letters. Damn it. Why can't I stop seeing her smile? Or hearing that song she used to sing? I know she ate people. I know she was a monster.
Man, are we sure that that wasn't the worst ending? I'm not sure which one's better, which one was worse. Neither one of those is very happy. Alright, I'm not sure. They both feel so Yokotaro. Ah. Both of those endings feel painfully Yokotaro. Either the guy was held hostage during the fight against her and ended up attacking her, or we killed her without him and he got to read her final letter, but it just broke him a little bit. Oh my god. Neither one of those is a good ending. None of this is good. This game is sadness incarnate, I swear. Why does this game have to be so good? Same sentence applies to Automata, by the way. Why do these games have to be so good?
Shades on the coast, the ferryman dead. You've had quite the rough trip. That poor ferryman used to tell me stories of the epic quarrels he loved her, though. Still, you...
Have you any new information about the key to the Shadow Lord's castle?
I'm still working on the decryption, but I'm afraid progress has stalled.
Pain.
Loyal Cerberus might refer to a dog, but I've never seen anything that would fit the bill.
It must be pretty complicated if even you can't decode it. Well, you're our last hope, so...
I will. By the way, I was walking by your house earlier and I noticed you had some mail. You might want to check it out.
Thanks. I'll do that.
Oh, one last thing. Since the ferryman was missing work, I arranged for someone else to handle the job. I'll make sure they know to let you use the boat as before.
Gotcha.
Even without those we have lost, the world relentlessly continues to turn.
So much sadness. I suppose now we have to deal with the wolves? Which I think is probably going to be exactly the same as last time. I can't imagine the wolves are any different, right?
Probably. Let's go to...
Alright, it is time to go to Facade now.
Oh there. Just tell me where you're going.
To the desert. To go to Facade. I mean Facade. We've seen that before. I'm gonna start skipping cutscenes so we can try and get to endings as fast as possible, by the way. Because once I get to the Shadow Lord's castle, I'm probably gonna let everything play out to make sure I don't miss anything new. But until there... The only thing that has felt different so far was that section with Louise. And I had an inkling that was going to be different anyways, but I bet the rest of this is going to be exactly the same.
To find wolves in the desert.
Should it?
They normally live in forests, yes. Deserts would seem to hold little sustenance for them.
Well, we can certainly guess what they've been eating.
Is it sand, by the way, that they've been eating? That's my guess. Totally not people. To the King's Mansion. Yeah, I'm now speeding things up. I wanna finish ending C tonight. And then I can do both D and E tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know how long it'll take to do ending. I say ending D is gonna be like the exact same as C, just with a minor difference at the end.
We congrats folks. Hold up. You're kind of.
It's Fiora! Wow! Let's see how long this section takes, and I'm trying to speed through it and skip cutscenes. Totally seen that part before. The night before the wedding.
What's it?
Hi, Tiny.
We weren't
Sure.
this since.
Yeah.
Will you
Keep.
God, this jump looks so silly from the side, huh? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything is pretty much the same until the end of the game now. I have to get through this and then the machine boss. So I'm gonna be speeding. Skipping cutscenes, skipping dialogue. Up until the Shadow Lord's castle, and then I'll start paying attention again. Like I said, the only thing that I even had the slightest of inkling that could feel different was Louise. Everything else has, like, exactly been the same so far. Louise was the only thing that even felt partially different because of the fact that you couldn't stun her during the beginning part of the boss fight. Technically, it's the halfway through part of the boss fight.
Aw, weddings are the best. There's flowers everywhere. Everyone's happy. It's just great.
Everyone's happy. It's just great.
Aren't you jealous, kinda?
Nothing bad will happen.
Oh, come on.
We're not watching that happen again.
It's a shade.
Don't you worry. We're not watching that happen again. Oh darn, we can't understand the wolf better this time. We've understood some of the other shades better, so... So like I said, I'm pretty sure everything else is going to be exactly the same from here on out. So I'm basically going to be skipping everything. See, unless there's like something that pops up on screen that makes me think it could be different, I'm basically skipping everything. Say all that's left is the ending as far as I know. Say, Louise, like, nothing else feels like it has, like, potential to be different for just, like, a slightly different playthrough. Oh wait, hang on, let me put this on so I can maybe just bop you. I said, we're speeding now. I want to get ending C tonight is the bottom line. And we've...
The king. I guess will we let cook? Then we must prep. It will.
I know. Let's see if the jump.
Oh, I accidentally clicked that instead. Mobby! I accidentally clicked to go check and see if we had a letter, so we're doing a detour, because I was mashing too hard. Whoops. Yeah, well. Yeah, we are now speeding to the end to try and see the other ending. I forgot that we hadn't killed the Junkie boss yet, honestly. Wait, no, I want to go here, I think? And we're gonna go kill the robot boss. Which, to be fair, I was afraid of that taking the longest out of everything that was left. So it'll be good to see how far we can get through this section. Because I know doing the physical thermonuclear attacks are useless. The multi-origin theory. I went the wrong way. Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't. I went the right way. I'm stupid. So I'm only gonna be streaming for like another hour and a half-ish. And like I said, I know the final chunk of the game took me about an hour the first time through. And while I'll be going a lot faster this time. It'll still probably take me a good chunk of time. So I want to see how close we can get to ending C. Because I know ending D is really quick. Like, insanely fast to get ending D. It's literally just replay the game and then choose a different option. So I got help from someone who gave me a spoil-free version, basically, of, I went the wrong way. Shit! Of how, like, the different endings work. Of the ones I didn't have yet. And E is apparently you start a fresh file because of reasons, do something slightly weird, and then you get new content. I don't know the gist of it, but I know that it is you end up having to start a new file for some unknown reason. So we'll figure out how that works when the time comes, right?
Hey there. Your weapon is ready to go.
Great.
You know, I need.
He wants to avenge his brother. Let's go kill it. We're getting the Cliff Notes version of the story. The speedrunners version. I wonder if this game has speedruns. I'm sure it does, right? Like, almost every game out there has speedruns. Thanks, that single pull make me sad. Re-fucking tweet. Few things make me more sad than Tank's single pulling in 14. It's just so boring! I mean, to be fair, if there's tons of games out there that I was sure there would like never be a speedrun for, and then, boom, lo and behold, recommended on my YouTube feed, Cooking Mama Speedruns.
most.
To be fair, that was entirely because someone who does
Think he was ever truly happy.
YouTube videos decided to speedrun that game on a meme slash whim.
Brother is like.
Can I leave? No? Okay. I wonder how speedruns for this game work. I'm sure there's like, you know, new game speedruns as well as new game plus speedruns. I wonder if this makes me go faster walking against like the forward half of the thing. It seems like it. I definitely slow down when I'm not doing this, so I'm just gonna... This is now fact. You want to go faster through this section? Walk forwards with it. I didn't really think this would work, I'm not gonna lie, but it seems to be working. I mean, like, it's slowing down as I walk backwards. So I like... It's definitely speeding up as I walk forwards. You see, like, I stop moving, and it slows down, and I start walking, and it speeds up. That's so jank! I don't know why that works the way it does. 2 more pubs and you're done with Festival of the Lost. Pog Champingtons. I don't know if I'm actually going to get everything this year. This will probably be one of the first years I've skipped out on getting everything, but, like, I don't know. I'm not enjoying the event, like, at all. It is not super fun to me. And I am #1 proponent of saying to people, if you're not having fun, don't do it. So, might have to join the crowd. Of not having fun, so not doing it. Why are you up there? Ow, my face. Take a left. Oh no, the door's locked. Ah! If I could stop being bad for 2 seconds and actually hit the enemies that I'm trying to hit, that'd be great. There we go, now we're good. And then this is the way out. Rank 606 on the season pass. Good God. And this is post season of the little brothers playing your game. Smile emoji. That's a joke because people would macro AFK macro themselves into the Thrallaway and Shattered Throne and just farm XP there.
I've never heard of a shade living with a machine. What's
We are post that season because supposedly they've been cracking down harder on shit like that. Supposedly. You never know, they could have found out a new way.
It's right. Beat's going.
Go ahead and save up. Make sure nothing's in the box, and down we go. Hello! It's time for you to die! And yes, that had to be done in an accent. If it wasn't done in an accent, then I was doing something wrong.
Looks like we found it.
This thing is totally immune to damage right now. You see this? It's just not taking damage.
Look at the shade!
That thing's commanding the robot somehow.
Aim for the legs! Knock it down!
Is it taking damage yet?
Shade.
It just has massive damage resistance right now. It's kind of funny. Finish the Vogue title at some point. I was really happy I did that last season before I forgot, basically. You'll be destroyed if you keep fighting, BP!
Must defend my mission.
No, not BP!
Oh, damn it. That's a shade. It's a shade!
Kill him. Kill him.
They have so much dialogue they need to finish. The game, like, massively does massive damage reduction on the guy. See, look how much more damage it's taking now. Look, hang on. Let me hit it with my spear. Look how much more damage it's taking. Like, it's literally like 15 times as much. It's crazy how much damage reduction they give it so that it can get through all of the fucking, all the dialogue it has. Like, hang on. Look how much damage that just did compared to when I was trying to use that before. You like 3 of the alt challenges? Yeah, lots of people don't typically enjoy doing those. They're kind of a pain in the butt for a lot of them. Some of them aren't bad, though. There we go, phase 2. Yina's got a jetpack.
Watch for falling debris.
Ah! Falling debris.
Escape. 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 See the world. Must protect. Must fight.
Where do you think you're going?
Maybe if I just keep slamming it with Dark Lances, it'll eventually land.
No mere robot can face the majesty of Grimoire Vice.
I can't concentrate with all this bullshit fancy talk!
I mean, yeah, same kinda, but I try my best.
Swat him down! I'm getting killed here!
The way that time slows down when you're just sitting there charging always makes me laugh. It's like the game's like, yeah, I get it. You need to... Hold, please. Am I just burning through magic capsules to kill this guy faster? Yes. Can you land, please? I would kill for you to land. Like, actually land, not whatever that bullshit was. Ah, you silly little robot. No, baby's my best friend in the whole world. God, all of these are so much more sad the second time. Third time, I guess. So I did A and B, and this is towards C, so C is technically towards the third time. Have to kill the little guy. And he's dead.
Khalil, together. Beep.
You, why did you?
Hey, come on.
Just wait, you just leave it.
Look, we get it, okay?
Hatred.
Maybe it's...
Revert.
Yeah.
We got the thing! Let's go, the king.
The king's Greek.
I guess...
Then we must...
To the king!
You know, why was it?
Is it...
Do you think?
Look,
Right, the step.
What?
The
that's not you.
The last shade.
How about I?
Cram book up its own asshole. Nodders. Don't know how that's physically possible, but nodders. We gonna beat up the king? No, we're gonna go help the king before he does... Well, well. You'll see. We're helping the king beat up a wolf or something. Technically it's a shade, not really a wolf, but it's also a wolf because that's what it was originally, but it's also a shade because of the space magic, but simultaneously it's a... Can we beat him up after? But we don't want to beat him up. He's our good friend, the king. Oh, that was a line of dialogue about the mom's diary. Fuck, I missed it. We'll beat up the Shadow Lord later. A lord's like a king. Yeah, this game gets a lot faster once I start skipping cutscenes, though. I guess that'll do. I feel like we've probably seen all the new stuff that this route has to offer, because I feel like everything was probably based around Louise.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Madness.
Encounter.
That holds up for beating up the king.
If this is indeed the plan,
Yeah, but the king's wife died. Like, beating him up right afterwards, that's kind of rude. This is also the third time his wife has died, so... Like I said, this is the third playthrough, so I'm going very fast and I'm skipping cutscenes now. I want to get to ending C. And I don't know how long the cutscenes are, and I know it's going to take a long time for me to fight through the Shadow Lord's castle. He's got a nice outfit, I guess he's okay. Listen, we're gonna go beat up wolves together that didn't really do all that much wrong besides trying to live. But then they attacked the king's wife, so, you know, they gotta die for that. And Fiora was like our friend and stuff. No, get back down here, you coward! Alright, let's put on Dark Wall so I can just, like, face tank shit.
the wolves appear to be targeting the king. He seeks the king of Facade.
Get over here! Hold. Thank you. I have a sword that's as large as the Wolf's King. Please just let me kill them. Look at this thing. This thing is literally the size of some of these wolves. It'll tear their heads from their shoulders or something.
Such dogged, unwavering defiance.
Boo, Vice. Why are you making puns in this moment?
Rage.
Dogged. Did you see that wolf get fucking shot to the moon when I put up the shield? Oh my god! Where'd he go? Oh, I think I just saw him fall back down. I saw the shadow go flying. Oh my god, what happened? Why did he go soaring? That was so weird. I guess I keep forgetting that the shield has a knockback when you cast. Like, hang on, like, let me... Like, if I go and stand right here, I think it'll knock him back. It definitely made a combat hitting noise. But yeah, that wolf definitely got sent to the fucking moon. I hope he had a good return trip.
Above you. Stay on your guard.
I was not expecting that. Oh my god, I do so much damage now. I hit the wrong... I let go of the button too soon. There we go. Stand still, you little coward! It's only 1v, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! Why are you being such a little baby? It's only 1v10. Like, come on, dude. What a little coward this guy is. Can you believe this? Not taking a fair 1v10, and instead just jumping around all the time. Ow, my face! This is much more intense the first and second time through, by the way. I swear. I'm kind of making light of it, because like I said, this is the third time through. And I've only gotten... I think the game's scaling stops after your second playthrough. Right, so you get... The first playthrough scales one way. The second playthrough just bumps the difficulty. And I think its difficulty, like, doesn't change when you go to a third one. Started with 30 wolves, so... Yeah, yeah, it was like a 3v1, and they had the 3, like... The loyal Cerberus fragment. And he says grandfather because he was a wolf with an owner, and it's all very sad. Listen, we gotta speed this up so I can get to the new emotional trauma at the end of part C or something. This is all old emotional trauma. I'm used to this stuff.
This is the...
We got the whole thing.
Hold on, Yona.
This is all of the music in this game is I like all of it. All of the music. All Nier music. And to an extent, a lot of the Drakengard music is just so good.
Can't take the boat out right now because the canal's apparently crawling with shades. Hate to say it, but...
Huh?
We should return to Pope.
That's new.
See if she has any final words for us.
That is new. So we might get some new Devila and Popola dialogue on the way back. Because last playthrough they let us take the boat back. I bet they're forcing us through more loading screens so they can hit us with more cutscenes. Glad let you know about it a few years ago. It's all just so good. It's crazy to think that these games... Not really Automata, because Automata was more of the largest breakthrough, but like... Nier, in general, which was Gestalt, I believe, for the Western release. Didn't have, like, much of a fan base in the West, despite the fact that it's just so damn good of a game. I do remember about this random tidbit fact. I remember seeing Nier as like a used game in like several used game shops around my city. New stuff?
What is it?
So, we can finally save Yona now, huh?
It would appear that way. What is it, lad? You've quite the pensive look on your face.
I think this is new.
Listen, I need your advice. It's about Kaine and Emil. This upcoming fight with the Shadow Lord is gonna be rough. And while I'd do anything for you...
Oh no, this is old.
Someone's been eavesdropping, eh?
Kaine, Emil...
Wanted to leave us behind?
Kaine's you accepted me. Now it's time for us to return the favor.
By the way, Emil, you're looking fresh to death right now. Can I just mention that? Just...
Don't make me start talking about loyalty.
But...
If it makes you feel better, we're not doing it for free. After we rescue Yona, we're going on a journey to cure Kaine's possession, and it's gonna be tons of fun. Just think of all the delicious local foods we can try along the way.
I'm gonna eat way more.
Thanks. We're gonna rescue.
Maybe it forces us to walk back so that we can get that cutscene as well. Maybe that was the cutscene the game was trying to force us to have.
marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be.
Oh yeah, that's probably it. Because every other time I went and did the Airy last,
You're overthinking again, Vice.
and so I always walked back at the end.
I don't care if it's a trap. Yona's waiting for me and I'm going.
Yeah, because for A and B endings, I came back from the Airy as my final key fragment, so I always hoofed it. That's why that line surprised me. Of like shades in the things. Look, as you just saw, I've played like 40 hours of this game, so it's been like 10-ish days of this game, I think. Nearly 2 weeks straight of playing this game on stream, so a lot of the memories have blurred together.
You're really gonna do it? The whole village is buzzing, you know. I guess it's really happening, huh?
I'll bring her back. Yeah?
Nothing. Popola, just anyway, you guess.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, I never finished that story, but yeah, I remember seeing Nier, for sale, like, all the time in used stores around, my hometown city. Like, all the time, the PS3 version. Am I good on healing items? I'll stop by Seafront to restock. Why not? I saw it used all the time, and I never knew what the fuck it was. It looked like fucking, what's the game? Oh god, I can't remember now what game it used to remind me. It used to remind me of a different game, and I was just always confused, like, wait, that's not the name of that series? I thought it was called something else, and it used to always confuse me looking at the box art.
Oh there.
Like, no one ever talked about it. Because the original... Oh, this is new.
Welp, now they can finally enter the Shadow Lord's castle. Yes, but we can't relax just yet. If he kills the Shadow Lord, the entire plan will collapse. We'll need to restrain him before that can happen. Come on, you really think he'll listen to us? Maybe. It's just... I don't know. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about all the time we used to spend with him. Devila! I know. We can't afford that kind of thing. I get it. But I know you feel it too. Even if I did, we have no choice. We were designed to do this. It's funny I'm even concerned about this. I mean, it's not like he has a soul.
It's not like he has a soul. Thunk. That's it, you're done with Festival of the Lost? Nice, congrats.
The importer.
Oops. I'm kind of running out of money, but it's fine. I only have one more playthrough left.
Oh there.
Are we ready?
Let's all make it back alive, okay?
It's a plan.
Here we go. Time for ending C. Or well, the start of ending C, I suppose. Once again, probably gonna speed run through this area. I've already done the combat here. I don't have any words that I want to get. I'm basically all as buffed out as I can be. It's happening! Yeah, ending C. It will in fact be happening soon, TM. I mean, I have to fight through the Shadow Lord's castle, and that's a pretty long chunk, but... I'm geared pretty well. I feel like it won't take me that long to fight my way through it. Geared pretty well, have basically all the words that I need. Maxed out greatsword that has 999 attack power. Literally 999, by the way. Please stop shooting me while I'm climbing. You weird little Dementor bitch. I'm as prepped as I'm gonna get for this place. And it's the second playthrough, so I think my level being higher is probably important. Oh, hey there. Oh, bye. I'm wondering what's different about this ending. So the game specifically says, like, you must collect all weapons to get the ending. I wonder what makes it so different. I don't know what it'll be, honestly. Like, it could literally be, oh, all of a sudden, you're teleported 5 million years into the future. I wouldn't put it past Yokotaro. I wouldn't put anything past that madman at this point. Ow, my face. Could you get out of my way so I can, like, open the door? Thanks. I will say the funniest part about doing this as like a mini speedrun is how intense the music is. Just Automata just starts and you just have to beat Automata. I mean, like, I don't even know if I'd be mad, but I don't know if I'd be emotionally ready to just randomly be thrown into that game. God, I want to replay Automata at some point, but I don't know when. Let's see, because I, like, quote-unquote barely have time to finish this before Darkest Dungeon 2 releases. It comes out in, like, 4 days, and with how fast I got through this, I feel like doing ending D&E I can do in one stream tomorrow. I can probably do them back-to-back if I just hyper-skip everything. That's it. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon 2 is coming out the 26th, I believe. I think that's what it said on their Twitter post. I'm hype. I'm very hype. Supposedly, from what I have heard, both from devs and hearsay, is that it's like more digestible of a game. You're not going to have like a 50-week long campaign that you go through, and instead it'll be a bit faster. Which I'm curious as to what that means for how the game feel is. I'm really curious more than anything. I wouldn't save here. And by the way, I am not gonna cheat.
Such an ominous sight.
And if you're wondering what I mean by the phrase I'm not gonna cheat, I'm not gonna make an extra... I'm not gonna make an extra save state and just do ending D from there. I wish this game had a chapter select, that unlocked after ending C, the way that Automata did. Automata, I don't know, it goes both ways. I wish it had a chapter select so I could just do what I did with Automata and just immediately reselect the final chapter and play through it and get the separate ending. So I know it's just the ending that's different.
I am wide. The hell is...
I believe this has... Yes. I feel...
To whom does the thing show itself? Why do they disappear? Black disease.
How?
Separating body from soul. Corresponding shells.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
Let's fight Devila and Popula. I mean Popula. Sup, nerds! I know I'm undercutting this a bit, But like I said, time 3 through.
Even if you can.
I'll be even worse on the next playthrough. I was considering doing the 4th question mark playthrough off stream and just like hyper speedrunning it on like easy mode, and then just picking it up like at the Shadow Lord's castle.
Sorry, this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about? Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
Kill him, you glorious bastards! Kill them all!
So much time with blood down. Yeah, you don't have the upside of the level 80 or the level 70 something skill, where in place of Blood of the Dragon being recast. So it fixes its recast problems. It gives it like a 25-second recast or something like that, in place of like the whatever recast it has. Sorry, no, it does. It gives it 30 seconds in place of 20 seconds. Sorry, I'm trying to remember.
You are a traitor.
I love how they stop taking damage when they have to give their conversation pieces.
They copied my powers.
Shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Man, you'd think for being loaned a small portion of the sacred sealed verses, we'd be a lot less powerful than we are.
Why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the shades?
Whoops. Whoops, did it again. I should probably stop just like eating shit, but simultaneously I do so much damage and have so many healing items it might be worth it. Unless I just like really run out of healing items. One of those 1% of Shaggy's power things. I think it's just supposed to be the game trying to drive home the fact that Devla and Popola are very powerful, and that this fight with them is like both a display of your power and a like, don't underestimate these two, they are really strong. Which, to be fair, is very true. I struggled with them mightily on my first couple of times through here. Time 3 here, though, I can just kind of roller skates my way through a bit. I'm very powerful now. I suppose it's also to put in perspective how strong the things that were put in charge of Project Gestalt were supposed to be.
Why? Devla and Popola are fighting us. Yes, they do.
I wonder if these are the two that messed up. So in, like, this is like an idea that's rolled around in the back of my mind since we cleared this game the first time, but there's been so much to talk about that it often slips my mind. The Devla and Popola that you meet in Automata talk about how they're like the last remaining members of their model line and they're hated by all the other, automatons, androids, there we go. I was like, it's an A word, but it's not actually automatons, it's androids. They're like hated by all the other androids because of something a different set of their models did. I wonder if this is supposed to be the set that messed up, and that everyone hates the other Devlas and Popolas for. I wonder if that's like supposed to be implied.
It certainly is a grand affair.
I'm waiting for the new things to spawn.
Dancing bastards.
They're all shades.
There you go. That's kind of my assumption at this point.
We're locked in.
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
That this Devila and Popola are supposed to be the ones that made the mistake that made all of the Devilas and Popolas be hated. Ow, my face. How does it go from this to Automata? Thousands of years? Automata is set in the year 14K, some such? Hang on, I'll look it up really quick. Give me a minute. I just want to know the date. If someone remembers the actual date off the top of your head, go for it. Hmm. (11,945 AD), and we are currently in the year 2100 ish. No, we're in 3000, I think. Right? No, we're in like no, it's 100 years later ish. It's like 140 years later, so we're in like the 2150s right now. And Automata takes place 9,000 years later. Right? So it's a big gap of time. So start with the fact that it's been 9,000 years. And then so this game is all about how the human race is dying off, right? I'm not going to say a single spoiler as far as I know. It's all going to be stuff that has taken place on screen across my playthroughs. So if you've been here for any of it, you will technically have seen all of this. But humanity is dying off, right? As we saw from the lore of, I believe, this great sword, there was an event, and that event is ending E, I think, of Drakengard, where the big bad monster from Drakengard and a man on a dragon came to modern-day Tokyo and fought. And the monster, the giant, was killed, and then the dragon was killed by the Japanese Air Force. Yes, that is actually what happened. It sounds kind of ridiculous when you say it out loud, but that is the start of the Nier timeline, right? So as a result of that giant, which was magic, and the dragon, which was magic, dying in this world, a disease called white chlorination syndrome started happening. And because it was typically fought with magic across the Drakengard timelines, and magic being brand new to the people in the Nier universe, because this was a universe hop, because Drakengard is multiversal, yes. Because of that, they didn't know how to fight off the white chlorination syndrome. There's been load screens where they say, like, physical assaults don't work on the things affected by white chlorination syndrome. Thermonuclear weapons don't work on things affected by the white chlorination syndrome. Like, they couldn't stop the monsters that people had been becoming, right? So their solution to people who were affected by it was to separate soul from body. And because of that, they could stop the spread of the white chlorination syndrome as like a whole thing. This is the Super Cliff Notes version, by the way. There's a lot more depth to it than this. So they separated soul from body, and then they had trouble getting soul back into body. So, yeah. So then they had trouble getting soul back into body, which is kind of what's leading to our current situation. Of the people's souls who are outside of their bodies are shades. These things that we're fighting currently, these are all shades. And these are humans without a shell, or a soul without a body. And so they're trying to fix that so that they can stick humans back in bodies, and they've been trying for the past 1,000 years or so to get all that right. Wish you had a processing email, because what the fuck is this story? Yokotaro, baby! This is the Nier storyline. Like, this is what's happening in the game. This is why 3 playthroughs and 40 hours later, I am barely able to understand this, right? Can I please kill the sorcerers so they can stop healing their buddies? God damn. Okay, 1 sorcerer down. And so, that is where we currently are. We, although we don't realize it at this moment in time, are a replicant / shell. Then androids and aliens? Oh, we're not even there yet. Oh, we're not even there yet. We're still in Nier Replicant. The fuck happened to magic? It never went away, technically. Emil, who I can't find right now. He's flying around somewhere being an idiot. Oh, here he is. This little guy, Emil. Do you remember him? He's an automata. He survives for those 9,000 years, by the way. So technically magic never left if Emil is still around, because he's just magical at his core. Smile. But, since we technically haven't seen them, the ending to the result of this shade shell replicant problem that we're currently experiencing, we don't know how that ends. Time passes, humanity dies out. So obviously something that whatever they're trying to do right now isn't gonna work. We know that from Automata. Humanity is dying out on the brink, and aliens invade the Earth. And so begins the Machine Wars, which is androids made by humans somehow. I always get fuzzy on the details of how the Machine Wars started. Are we finally done killing enemies yet? My lord, there's so many of them. So, aliens invade the planet, just flat out. That's just a thing that happens in the future. And, for one thing, Emil is still around and tries to save the planet by creating thousands of copies of himself. That is, once again, a plot point from Automata. You find out that in that game. So Emil tries to save the planet and all of his everything that he knows by creating tons of copies of himself, and he loses against the aliens and the machines, as do the androids. Then all the aliens die. You don't get to find out why. That's, once again, an Automata plot point that you just find out. All the aliens died, you don't know why. And then the machines have their whole stuff that happens during Automata. And that's how this game goes to Automata. There's a massive point of downtime where aliens just invade. There are machine wars where androids created by humans. Devla and Popla are androids, by the way. I don't think that's been said out loud yet, but it's going to be said out loud in a minute. I meant on this playthrough. It's been said out loud in subsequent playthroughs. They're, Devla and Popla are androids made by humans, as are lots of other androids. And those fight in the Machine Wars against the aliens, where they kind of lose. Emil fights with them, making thousands of copies of himself. Once again, they all lose somehow, despite the fact that Emil is literally the ultimate weapon and overpowered as shit.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to think of what else happens in the meantime. Yeah, then the aliens all die out. And then there's the whole side plot of what actually happens in Automata, which is the aliens have been dead for a long time, but the machines are still trying to fight for them because the machines, like Hive Mind, is trying to figure out how to become autonomous on their own. And stop having to follow their programming, because their programming is only to fight and win. But because they won, they don't know what to do, so they let the androids keep rebuilding and keep fighting them. It's a whole thing. It is a Yokotaro game through and through. Like I said, this is the Hyper Cliff Notes version that is, like, as simplified as I can make it to explain mid-combat. But yeah, that's the plot line between the Nier games, and that's how this becomes Replicant becomes Automata.
Let's just kill some shit and move on, alright?
Interesting. Oh, how very interesting.
If that wasn't clear to you, don't worry, I still don't get it, and I've played both games through all endings almost. I played Automata, and I got probably over half of the endings, including the major 5 that you're supposed to be getting, A through E. I have gotten 2 endings of this game so far, and I'm still not sure I understand the story properly. Like, these games are confusing and convoluted. And the fact that they have multiple endings doesn't really help. Because technically speaking, the quote-unquote most canon ending is typically the last one, right? The final ending? Because that's how Drakengard goes into Nier, right? Is their final ending. I believe it's ending E. That is their quote-unquote most canon ending because it leads into the other games. And the same for this one. I believe the final ending is what truly leads into Automata. So technically speaking, I don't truly know how this one turns into androids being the only things left on Earth to fight off aliens, which is what happens in Automata, and what leads to the events of that game. How does it stand against the Zelda timeline? It's much more straightforward, I'd say. Because, technically speaking, there is a solid concurrent timeline you can follow that you could rate as the canon. The problem comes in. See, the problem happens here when Yokotaro says across several interviews that every ending of the game is simultaneously canon because he's a brat bastard. Not literally, but like, he just has to make it more confusing. So he said in interviews before that all endings to his games are canon. Every single ending are simultaneously canon because of the fact that in the original Drakengard, the game series was set up to be multiversal. So technically there are universes where every ending happens in its own way. Which is why the joke endings of Automata are all technically true. There's a joke ending to Automata where 2B eats a fish and fucking dies. That's canon. That is straight up like a true ending to that game. The rest of the events don't happen, the machines win the war a bit more solidly, and that storyline plays out with 2B dead because she ate a fish. And fish kills androids. No, I'm not joking. Can't eat fish ever again. Well, I mean, androids can't eat fish. Isn't the XIV raid set also canon? Yes. It is supposedly a direct follow-up to ending E, actually. Only reason that I say that is because ending E involves the robot's spaceship being launched into space full of all the data. That makes more sense if you play Automata, but, you know, you can go watch my playthrough on YouTube. Smile. Total shill. The robots send a giant spaceship out with a ton of information stored on it, called the Ark. The coins from Paradigm's Breach are called, are imprinted with something mentioning the Ark. It says that in the item description. Which means, technically speaking, the stuff that landed, in the XIV universe is a direct follow-up to ending E from Automata. So it is a direct canon continuation of the game. How's that make you feel?
Even hurt this thing?
Oh
It is a...
Stop now.
The Nier raid in 14 is a direct continuation of the final ending of Automata.
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going!
Let's go!
And this door open?
This way! Move!
There we go, okay. Is stamped with the words the Ark. Yep, the Ark is the spaceship that you launch off during ending E of Automata. It is the giant spaceship that gets launched into space filled with all the data from Yorha and the machines.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
It is a direct continuation. And it is all canon. Because Yokotaro says it's canon, so it's canon. And the seeds and all that, you know, like the giant, whatchamacallit, that like,
Damn it, I can't get it open!
the giant like white ball that spawned the dwarf's friend, the copy of the dwarf's friend, that is something from the Drakengard series. I only found that out after looking up more about the raid. Because I heard that there were a ton of Drakengard references that I didn't get because I've never played the games or watched the games. And apparently that is something from the Drakengard games. They're called like Seeds of Evil, Seeds of Sin, some shit like that. Which is all canon to the Nier universe, because technically speaking, this is a direct continuation of ending E from the original Drakengard game. So, you know, technicalities. I really, really hope that they do a Drakengard remake. I just want Drakengard 1 remade. That's it. I just want the first one remade because that's the one that leads into Nier, and I want to finally play that so I can finally get the context of everything else. I just want to know. I just want to know the answers. I just want to know how the fuck those things ended up in Tokyo, and what the monster actually was, and what the dragon actually was. I just want answers. Like, don't get me wrong, I've read about them a bunch, but reading about them is not the same as playing through the game and seeing it happen, you know? And also, the way these games tell their stories is like 10 times better than like any like text document you could ever read. These games are a like perfect example of how a video game can tell a story differently than a book can. No answers, only existential dread and sadness. You are perfectly correct, sir. That's like the theme of Nier and Drakengard, I swear. No answers, only existential dread and sadness. Also, the king has showed up to help us fight the giant boar.
What are you doing here?
This is all exactly the same as last time. If you missed this, you can go watch on my YouTube. Smile, I'm shilling for myself so hard tonight. Like I said, I'm trying to get through this ending quickly. It's taken us 30 minutes to get here, and there's still new content to actively watch. But yeah, this is the King of Facade coming to help us fight this boar off because he heard about us going to the Shadow Lord's castle. So him and his men are coming to help us, and they will hold this thing off until the end.
Stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no!
See? I can't stand to see him pound on that door in sadness again. It's way too much. Like I said, I've seen that twice now. Don't worry, we're almost to the point when I'm gonna have to stop doing that and start paying attention. We are almost to the part where stuff that is actually new is going to be happening. I think it is after the final boss fight, but I could be wrong. But that is all exactly the same so far. If you're gonna get a new cutscene, the game will, like, pause and show you it. So this is just Devila and Popola again.
Devila! Popola!
Oh, look, we've been waiting.
Why are you...
It began 1,300 years ago.
There we go. See, here's them talking about them being androids.
Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
This is all because of the white chlorination syndrome that was a result of the giant and the dragon being killed in Tokyo.
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Vice? Then let's give you a refresher.
And these documents that they spam on screen really quick is all notes about Project Gestalt. We read those out on stream, I believe, at the end of the last playthrough.
Vice! Devila.
Yeah, sometimes the truth.
And these two were the first androids models that were properly made at all.
For him, sister? All of us. Every person standing in this room are mere shells created by the true humans.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans...
No. They still live on.
And the shades that are left
No
are
shades.
left of the humans, see?
Shade is a twisted remnant of
See, aren't you so glad I explained it all beforehand and then we get here and then the game explains it for us?
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours.
And the whole thing is that we are the shell for the Shadow Lord.
Please don't be angry with us.
And we are not the first attempt at making a shell for the Shadow Lord.
Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No. I'm nothing like you.
But yeah, Devila and Popola were the first androids made to serve this purpose of trying to figure out a way and attempt to put the humans into shells. And we are the shell for the Shadow Lord, and Yona is the shell for his sister. They successfully put Yona, quote-unquote, back in her shell. That's like the whole point of this section of the game. That's why Yona got abducted so long ago. Is to be a shell for the Shadow Lord's sister. But something didn't quite work right, because they're still weak to sunlight. Say, because of, well, what happens in the ending here in a bit. We shall see. Ow, my face. Ow, my face again. I should really stop getting hit. I should really stop getting hit so that I stop wasting healing items now. Oh well. I've done worse. And there we go. There's one sister. And her sister is understandably upset and angry.
Do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me! Those two have watched the world wither from time immemorial. The cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine. I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting. It's the only way.
I want to point out, once again, the Song of the Ancients that plays is the song that Devila and Popola always sang. It is a duet. There are two female voices who typically sing it. There's currently only one female voice singing the song after we killed her sister. I just find this detail to be incredible. And I just give them mad props for doing it. This is a version that you hear through a lot of the game because you always found Devila sitting alone at the fountain, just playing the song by herself. And every time you ran into her in the tavern, she was doing the same thing. And it's a bit sadder. It's less of a battle theme now and more of a song of mourning. Like I said, whenever you found Devila playing and singing this song by herself, it sounded like this. And the battle theme version when you're fighting the other sister.
No stopping. No stopping ever.
Is both of them singing, and it's a angry battle theme.
Blast! We're trapped!
And then after you kill one of the sisters, it cuts to the slower, more sorrowful version with only one female singing it instead of two. Or one female voice singing it instead of two. I can't take watching Emil do this another time. Emil sacrifices himself for the greater good. I can't watch it again. Ooh, darkness, black without end. It goes on and on and on. Eyes closed, eyes open, it matters not. I think we've seen this one before, but I'm going to read it again. Matters not. The dark is joined by a mysterious sensation when created by the mingling of blissful sleep with the unease of a terrible, never-ending cold. Is this a dream? Thinking to pinch his cheek, he reaches for his face, but his hand does not move. In fact, his hand has disappeared altogether. He looks at his arms and sees only bone. He looks at his feet and sees they have disappeared along with the rest of his legs up to the thigh. Body remains begins to leave him then, crumbling into fragments smaller than dust. His body is going, soon it will be no more. Is this death? Suddenly recalls his past. Remembers the time he loved with his sister, and the very act of recollection is like a shooting star. Despite lasting only a moment, it brings color to the darkness. Soon more memories come, gathering atop each other, one after the other, until they melt into a swarm in glorious light. Emil's dream promise. I don't remember this. Did we see this last time? I don't think we did. Did we see this? No, I think this is new, chat. Damn, I wasn't ready. Oh, I was not ready to read. Wake up! Wake up! A set of covers are torn from the boy, leaving his eyelids exposed to the merciless sun. Hey there, lazy bones, says the voice again. The boy's vision, blurry at first, gradually grows more clear. Before him, her face aglow with a radiant smile, is his older twin sister, Halua. We did not read this. I would have remembered reading about Emil and his twin sister. So, the previous section was literally that the Popola sending out the giant laser beam. Emil sacrificed himself to blow her up and him up with it. We heard what he was experiencing for a second there, it seemed, which I believe is also new for this playthrough. And now we are reading through Emil's Dreams Promise, which is a set of books that they have you read through on subsequent playthroughs. That is new content for the subsequent playthroughs. So we've been blazing through so fast and not getting any new stuff, I thought I'd stop and recap and explain what we're getting here. Morning, Halua. Don't look so cheery, you butt. The teacher's gonna be here any minute. Halua grabs her brother and pulls him beneath the bed with her, where they wait with a host of dust bunnies for their instructor's arrival. And when Emil starts to ask a question, Halua shushes him by placing a finger over his mouth. Don't start. We agreed to this yesterday, remember? We're gonna jump out and give teacher the scare of her life. For a few ticks of the clock, the door opens and a slight woman enters the room. Good morning, Halua. Good morning, Emil. Are you ready for... Emil glances at his sister and sees her trying to stifle a laugh. Just the unfortunate effect of making a laugh rise in him. Then the dust bunnies get in on the act, swirling up into their noses and causing the tricksters to sneeze in unison. Suddenly the face of their teacher appears in the space between the bed and the floor. There you are, you scamps. This is your fault, says Halua. You ruined it by sneezing. Me? Cries a clearly wounded Emil. You sneeze just as loud. That's enough, both of you, says the teacher as she attempts to hide her amusement. Crawl out from under there and let me take your temperature already. The pair happily shimmies out from their hiding place and stands before their teacher. She's a fair woman with a kind voice, one Emil would be happy to listen to for the rest of his life. In fact, he often thought that her waking him in the morning was his favorite part of the day. The teacher finds her seat, hunkers down, and lightly pats her leg, to which a happy Emil leaps into her lap, then slides a chilly thermometer under his armpit, causing a shudder to race through his body. I'm sorry, just be a brave boy for a little longer, alright? Emil used to hate having his temperature taken daily. The thermometer was just so darn cold. But he's become used to it after being at the facility for the past 2 years. His mother and father had perished in an accident many years before. He'd been told the facility they'd sent him to was simply a home for orphans such as himself. But he'd always had his doubts. After all, most orphanages weren't staffed by doctors in white coats who held lessons involving repeated asking of strange questions, or they attach wires to the bodies of their charges and force them to enter enormous boxes. The process is endless, the tests unceasing, and yet Emil feels his teacher somehow floats above it all. She would talk to him about everyday problems, read him books, and even share a meal when time permitted. She's the closest thing he has to a mother. With both their temperatures taken, Emil and Halua wait for breakfast, but something is different this day. Their teacher is strange somehow. Off. Emil, he says quietly, do you remember what day this is? Emil looks over to his sister and sees her staring at him with an enormous grin. Nuh-uh, she says. You gotta figure it out yourself. Despite his best efforts, Emil comes up empty. I'm sorry, ma'am, he says at last. I just don't know. With a smile, the teacher reaches into the pocket of her white coat and withdraws a small package. It is a bag, neatly closed with a string and tied to the top with a bright red ribbon. In fact... Happy birthday, Emil, she says. In fact, happy birthday to both of you. Oh, thank you, cries Emil. Can I open it? Of course, replies the teacher. I'm afraid it's nothing so special, but I do hope you enjoy it regardless. Emil carefully unties the ribbon and opens the bag to reveal a small pile of cookies. They are the same snacks they always received at the facility, but the fact that they come from his teacher makes them somehow special. As a gasp escapes his mouth, his sister can't help giggling beside him, her eyes fixated on the bright red ribbon all the while. Happy birthday, Halua, says Emil as he reaches into the bag, withdraws a cookie and offers it to his sister. Needing no further encouragement, the girl crams the cookie into her mouth and swallows it in 2 bites. Happy birthday to you too, Emil. And as though remembering something else, she leaps up and runs to the small chest of drawers the two of them share. After forcing open a stubborn drawer, she pulls out a single sheet of paper hidden under a white coat and runs it back to her brother. Here's your present, she says, thrusting the paper at him with a slightly embarrassed look. When he glances down, he sees the word Happy Birthday, Emil scrawled in a shaky child's hand, along with a picture of a generously colored person who had clearly been created from every crayon in the box. That was... me. Unable to stop himself, Emil wraps his sister in a massive hug. Thank you, he whispers as she returns the embrace just as tightly. I'll make sure to draw you on our next birthday, okay? My sister was there, my teacher was there, it was my birthday. I thought I could never be happier. I'm glad Halua's drawing is the last thing I'll remember. I sense a deep and perfect darkness descending over my eyes and realize my time has come. I'm so terribly cold. As I try to desperately remember what it felt like to be embraced, I wonder if this horrible face is all that's left of me. Halua, I'm sorry. I couldn't keep my promise. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm coming to join you now. Just hold on.
Wake up. Wake up. Please, wake up. Come on, Emil. Wake up already.
Alua? Is that you?
You haven't changed a bit, have you, lazy bones?
Alua? Have you come for me? Am I dead?
No, Emil. You're not dead. I'm just here to keep my promise.
In that moment, the world of blackness surrounding me explodes with color. Red, yellow, blue, and so many others. Colors I have no names for. Colors I've never seen. Like someone is using every crayon in the box.
I told you I'd always be watching over you, didn't I?
Alua, I don't...
Don't worry about it, you butt. Looking after little brothers is just what big sisters do.
Her voice, it's fading.
Sorry, Emil. Looks like I'm out of magic.
Alua, wait, let me come with you.
You are with me. I'll always watch over you. So we'll always be together.
Alua, no. Don't go.
Don't cry, Emil. I want you to be happy.
Alua.
Promise me that you'll live for both of us.
I was not emotionally prepared for this. The darkness enveloping me flows away, replaced by a brilliant blue sky. I don't know where I am or what I'm supposed to do, but it's okay that I'm here. I know that much now. She's given me the courage to accept that. No more crying. I'll live with a smile on my face, because that's the promise I made her. I was not ready for that. I'm not watching Kim die again. The king kills the boar. He dies in the process. We know what happens. Moving on. I'm not ready for that right after Emil's story. Oh, man. Golly. This game... Spoiler alert for all of you so sad about Emil's sacrifice. What we know he's not truly gone. The last ending showed Emil's head landing. Landing in a desert in the middle of nowhere, and he starts rolling his way back to find the main character in Kaine and Vice. So we know Emil's not gone, especially after that, because he's basically saying he's alive at the end there, and that it's okay that he's alive. It is still very sad, don't get me wrong. Him still being alive doesn't change how sad any of that was. But man, this game sure knows how to hit you in your feels, man. I think something that these games, and by these games I mean the Nier games, have something going for them that so few others do, is that they do multiple playthroughs like perfectly. They reveal new information, they contextualize previous scenes. And on top of that, they actually give you like new endings that show off a different set of events that occurs. Doesn't stop him from being incredibly fucking sad, though. I gotta say, music is always a huge part of games in general, but I gotta say, I think Nier uses it better than most. Moments like this, where even though it's just like a room of combat, it feels so sad because of what just happened, right? And they don't take away from that, they let that feeling just sit by playing this sad piano theme the entire way through. They just let you sit with the emotions that you're feeling by playing music that should suit it. Hell, even during the text portions, the music changes based on which passage of text you're reading. I noticed that more this time through, but even during those passages where it's just text, just a sprawl of text that you're reading, the music changes based on which passage you're in or which section of the text you're in to just give proper mood. I think they just do it better than most, by far.
Yona!
Hello, Shadow Lord, aka me.
This ends here. Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
How can a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
I think it's funny how much, like, God. My controller stopped working for a second. I think it's crazy how much personality they give the books in this game.
No, impossible!
Get back here! Why am I... There we go, okay. Got him! Screw you, Grimoire Noir.
Be careful!
I know. Hey, sunshine. just a bunch of white light now. What the hell's going on here?
You can't tell, Tyler. You're not the only voice in my life anymore. I've experienced fear, hate, and no sympathy. I'm a curse, a freak. I know that. But guess what? He still accepts me. He still forgives me.
Oh, come on. You're doing this for him?
I'm tired of this world and everybody in it. But I'll become his sword one last time.
In case you don't get that whole speech, Kaine is changing as a person because of the main character.
Bryce, you alright?
I'm as fit as a fit.
I'm trying to focus on the combat, by the way, in case you wonder why I'm being so quiet. This guy is still hard, even at my current power level of pretty damn busted strong. Okay, so probably I need to start using magic more. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to hit that. Thank you. I accidentally just threw spears at Yona. Whoops. Good job, me. Nothing like just accidentally throwing spears at Yona, huh? Got back up. Unfortunate. I should have had on my greatsword in place of this sword, honestly. Or this lance. Lance is great for just, like, combat, but, for breaking stuff like that, not the greatest. I don't know if anything new is going to be from here on out, so... Friendly fire. Nah, she's fine. See, she's right here. Cutscene and everything. Like I said, from here on out, we're so close to the ending, I'm not going to skip anything, I don't think. Just because we're so close to the end, I want to see if anything new happens along the way. And these cutscenes aren't super long anyways. And it also shows off the still remaining problems with the trying to rejoin shell to body.
Yona.
So right now, this Yona is not our sister, as you can tell. She is the Yona who is... the original Yona. Who was partially successfully rejoined with her body.
I don't
However,
want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yona's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
the Yona stored within this body is still speaking somehow.
Yes.
Despite the fact that the original Yona is in the body right now. So it clearly isn't a perfect process, right? Clearly not able to just stick the soul back into the shell, into a newly created shell, without the new bodies, shells, replicants, whatever you may call them, and the personalities that they developed leaking through.
I'm really sorry.
Which is why
I don't know what to.
part of why
I'm sorry.
humans kind of disappear.
No matter what.
And they still can't stand sunlight.
I love you.
I think. I'm still not entirely sure what happens in that scene. If the original Yona decides to leave the body first, or if she is basically destroyed because she comes into contact with sunlight. I feel like it's supposed to be implied that she leaves and so she dies. But I could be very much wrong.
Kaine, watch over Yona for me.
Either way, we now have to fight a souped-up Shadow Lord.
Your sadness. You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore.
And you're seeing the problems with this, with Project Gestalt now, right?
Danger. They must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on!
So this is the problem that happened with Project Gestalt, right? The shells that they created grew their own personalities. They grew their own feelings, their own lives, their own everything.
Device, what's wrong?
So they had problems rejoining to their original bodies, you know? Stuff like this is what caused problems for Project Gestalt, so that humanity couldn't really live on the way that they chose to. With waiting out the disease, the white chlorination syndrome, and then just rejoining with their bodies. The bodies had problems. The bodies were not just flawless, perfect shells to be thrown into. They grew into their own people. I am not the same person as the Shadow Lord, right? Like, that's kind of a plot point right here. So I am not the same guy as him up there in the sky, you know? Besides the obvious visual differences here, personality-wise, we're not the same either. I have grown into a different person because of all the trials and tribulations I've gone through. I'm saying I, by the way, because saying the main character over and over and over and over and over again is kind of tiring to say. Yes, technically speaking, we are this person. They're never given a name besides what we name them, so they are us, essentially.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But
let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
Where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
In case you don't get it,
Vice! Oh, and remember
Vice is
what I
dying.
told you about using my full name. Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
All this fighting after Devila and Popla attacked it.
I have something to defend. I have a reason to live.
Ow. And that's another theme of this game here, is that they're losing their will to live and continue on, and us who are left, well, we still have a reason to live. And here's where the new stuff is probably going to kick in? Question mark? We'll find out. I don't know what the new stuff is. Like, I know very little about these endings. C and D are rather mysterious to me. I tried to stay in the dark on them as to, like, the actual events as much as possible.
Well, ain't that precious?
I'm happy for him.
Here we go. This looks new already. You are in sad shape, Kaine.
That black scrawl has almost completely taken you over.
Yeah, I know.
But goddamn, we had fun, huh? Killing and killing and more killing. What a rush.
The voice talking is the shade that attached itself to Kaine, by the way. Tyrion.
Wait. No. No. It wasn't fun at all. I turned you into a killing machine. I spread evil and chaos around the world. But it all feels so empty now. Why? I don't understand.
Sorry. Looks like you stayed inside me for a little too long. Sunshine.
Stop! Don't be nice to me! Don't make me feel like this! I'm gonna swallow you up, Sunshine. Gonna swallow you whole.
Kaine? What is it?
Listen to me. The shade inside me is growing, and I can't stop it. Soon, real soon, I'm gonna go berserk.
I can't hold it back anymore.
Kaine, you have to fight. You have to...
Just shut up and listen to me.
Oh.
Emil is gone, all right? So there's no way anyone can stop me. Please. Before it comes to that, I want you to kill me.
Oh.
Consider it enough of a request.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Oh.
Well, hell, sunshine. It's not like I can stop it. When Gestalts go out of control, they lose their minds. Both of our memories will be completely overwritten.
Kaine! Damn it.
Oh, I don't have Vice.
I won't!
Yeah, but I don't have my grimoire. Ah!
This far because you were with us, Kaine. I'm who I am today because of you. I'm not going to.
Ah! God, this hurts so bad.
I'm not going to abandon someone I love. I'm going to save you. I swear it.
That hurt a lot. Damn.
Well, there might be one way to save her.
Who said that?
It don't matter, so don't ask. Just shut up and listen.
Wait, are you?
I said, listen! There's a way to save Kaine's life, all right? But you're gonna have to make a difficult decision.
I'll do whatever it takes.
When the time comes, I'm going to pin Kaine down. And as soon as I do, you need to stab her in the heart.
No, I can't.
Fine. Don't believe me. Stand around with your thumb up your ass and watch her die a terrible.
Oh my god, this hurts so much. And I don't have any of my magic, so this is much rougher of a fight. Ah! Why do I have to fight Kaine? I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Very nice. Now, if you want to save your precious Kaine, there are two ways to do it. One is to plunge your sword into her chest. That's what she wants after all. Freedom from burdens.
Because the game wants to hurt you even more.
What's the other way?
Oh
The
no.
other way is to make her a normal human being.
Oh, I get it. I know why.
But to make that happen, you gotta trade your own existence.
That's why you need to start a fresh save file for ending E.
Well, there you go. Good luck with that.
You're that shade. The one who lives inside Kaine. Why are you trying to help?
We have to kill her first so we can get all the endings, chat.
For the same reason you are.
I want to see all of them, so we're killing her first as much as this is gonna suck.
Make your choice.
I want to see both endings, so we have to kill her first. We have to... So, the only reason I know why we have to do this first is because I know that ending E requires a fresh save file, right? I bet sacrificing your own existence will delete all your save data the same way that ending D inside of Nier Automata deleted all your save data. So we have to kill her first, which fucking sucks, man. But I want to see all the endings, damn it. So we're ending her life first.
hear me? I spent years inside Kaine's body, tormenting her from within. I felt her pain, her emotions, as if they were my own. And there was so much pain. So when I say she's free now, I want you to believe me. Thanks to you, Kaine has been forgiven and saved. Oh wait, she had a final message for you. Thank you.
Well, fuck.
We'll always be together.
Ah, man. 3 endings down, chat. Is there a way to skip the credits? I don't think there is. I think they just gotta play out. Yeah, it's not letting me. 3 endings down, 2 more to go. I think... God, that's such a dark ending. First of all, that's such a dark fucking ending. Showing, the next one's gonna be even worse, though. So why did you need all the weapons? It's just the requirement. It's just an unlock condition, that's all. I don't think there's any, like, in-game reason as to why you need them. I think it's just the unlock requirement, otherwise it just plays the B ending. So, the way that I believe that it works, and probably originally worked, was that the check was only for do you own all weapons to play that particular ending, right? So they held back giving you the iron pipe weapon until after you cleared the ending a second time, because you don't get that till ending B. After you do ending B, the game gives you the iron pipe weapon on the start of your next playthrough. So I think that's just, that ending doesn't play unless you own all weapons. It's a way to force endings A, B, and C to all play out in order. I think that's just the way it worked. So I don't think there's an in-game reason as to why. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's an in-game reason as to why you would need all weapons. God, that's such a sad ending. Reading more about Emile along the way as well just makes it hit even harder. And Kaine thanks you for killing her. Damn. Yeah, that means we have 2 more endings left, right? We have endings D and E. And ending D is the one that we didn't choose this time, right? It's the erase your everything to fix her. Which is the, I'm going to assume, the original only ending that existed. Which erases all of your save data, probably. I'm making that assumption because of the combination of how they phrased it, along with the fact that that happens in Automata. And the fact that I know there is a new ending E that to do, you have to do a new playthrough? That was like the only information I had about it, is that you needed to start a fresh playthrough. So it's probably because you don't have any save data, you start a fresh playthrough and stuff happens, basically, to give you this new ending. I don't know anything else other than that. I've heard it's very obvious when the new shit starts coming down. So that'll be tomorrow's stream. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do that. I might just slam the game on easy. Because nothing is going to be new. And, I've heard from a reliable source that the fourth playthrough is identical to the third. Everything that you've seen by the third will not change on your fourth. So you can skip everything and slam through the game ASAP just to see the final endings. I'm trying to think of how I want to do it though, because I might slam through like half the game off stream or something. On easy, and then just come in like right at the Shadow Lord's castle. But I don't know. I don't know how long it'll take. I don't know how long the game will take to bust through on easy. You know? I have no idea how fast it'll be. Because it took us about 3 hours to get through the wolves, the seafront, and the... What did we do? We did the Airy, the seafront, the wolves. I think the only thing we didn't do today was the Forest of Myth. I think we did that yesterday. So, I think we could easily do it all on stream if I skipped through everything fast enough to get to ending D. I would just have to be really aggressive about skipping all dialogue and cutscenes. I would just have to be quite aggressive about it. There it is, A, B, and C. Your choice in this decision could allow you to view the very last piece of the ending. So yeah, there we go. So we make a different decision there. And we will get a new ending, and that will be tomorrow. And if you're on YouTube, hi, bye, thanks for watching, all that stuff. This will be the end of the video right about, BAM! Here. Maybe.